Hey, peace world. I did, I don't really take any delight in tearing down any of these subjects, any of the subjects that I discussed and I'm talking about. Usually I go out of my way to understand why and be fair. And in total fairness and keeping it a buck with Simone Biles, the one thing that I don't know if somebody said it at this point, one of the people on TV or whatever. I don't know if any of them have said this already. I haven't been watching today's coverage. I was watching Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay. But with Simone Biles, I really have to wonder if everything was going, and this is just looking at the timing of everything. I think maybe maybe with the crowd not being in the stands, maybe that threw her off altogether, and maybe the quietness in the arena, maybe it allowed all of that allowed the magnitude of what she was trying to do. Maybe it really sunk in, and that's why she couldn't get going. That's where I really am with it. Not trying to make fun of the young lady, not trying to attack her, not trying to get into all of that. I'm really sitting here like maybe with her family not being able to travel with her and them not being in the stands. And just like I said, you get there, that's the only thing that's different. That's the only thing that's different in the whole thing is the fact that there's no crowd and her family's not there. And I'm just wondering if that detail allowed the lights to be brighter and allowed the magnitude of the moment to truly sink in. And when she realized that, maybe she couldn't get going. And if that's what happened, then I mean, COVID is out here messing up a lot of shit, and maybe this is just one of the other things that is that COVID got in the way of us seeing something that we'd never seen before, and people may not ever see again. So what if Jesse Jackson had to? I mean, Jesse Owens, Jesse. What if Jesse Owens would have had to race in an empty stadium with just Hitler up in the box? Maybe it's a different result. And I do think gymnastics is one of those sports is so detailed that if you're not into it mentally and you really don't have control of your emotions and your body, and you sitting up here doing shit on a 4-inch wide balance beam and you really don't have control of all of your faculties, shit can go wrong. So I'm not gonna sit here and say she was courageous for making the decision that she made. I just think, it just is what it is. So yeah, that's my final word on Simone Biles is that I really think it may be overlooked that environment. We just saw people come back last year, back to boxing. We just saw some individuals have to go out there and fight, and fight a real boxing match versus sparring in a venue with no crowd whatsoever. And it was some guys who struggled with that initially. It was some fighters who got to fight 3 or 4 months into the no crowd or the crowd-free environment, and those guys did a better job of it. Some fights got scrapped or were affected because guys didn't adjust to the COVID situation or the COVID protocol. So maybe in all honesty, at the end of the day, maybe COVID is to blame. Maybe. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. Like I said, man, I ain't trying to benefit off of that woman's misfortunes. I'm just trying to understand it. And in trying to do so and in asking these questions, you're a hater. You're a sexist or a chauvinist or you're a pig or a piece of shit. No, I just want to know what happened, man. Shit. That's it. I ain't never said nothing else about Simone Biles. That's it. Pay me no mind. Hey, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace.